You feel it, don't you? Something shifting. Not around you, but within you. That quiet voice whispering, get ready. It's coming. Not just survival money, not just bills paid money, but overflow. And not because you played some system or tricked the process, but because you endured. You walked through fire not once, but again and again, and still held on to your spirit, still held on to your faith, still gave to others while you had almost nothing for yourself. You gave when it hurt. You forgave when it was unfair. You stayed kind when life was cold. And now, it's your time. This message isn't about greed or ego. It's not about showing off or revenge. It's about balance being restored. It's about divine compensation. Chosen one, you've been storing up blessings like rain behind a dam. Every prayer, every tear, every night you couldn't sleep, heaven recorded it. And now, the dam is about to break. That phrase, spend money like water, it's not about recklessness, it's about freedom. Freedom to bless without checking your account. Freedom to say yes without financial fear. Freedom to walk into the grocery store and buy two of everything for your neighbor. Freedom to be the lender and not the borrower. This is what you've been prepared for. But let's be clear. God didn't allow you to struggle just to make you rich. He allowed you to understand value. So when the wealth comes, it doesn't change you. It amplifies you. You'll spend freely not because you're foolish, but because you're finally healed from lack mentality. You'll give freely not for validation, but because now you know what it feels like to be in need. And you promised yourself, when it's my turn, I'll never let others go without. And guess what? It's your turn. But this isn't just about money. This is about mindset. This is about power. This is about God proving through your life that delay isn't denial. It's divine timing. Because if He gave it to you too soon, you might have given it away to the wrong people. You might have funded your own destruction. You might have let others attach themselves to your blessings without earning their place. So He waited. He refined you. He stripped you down to the bare bones of belief. And now that you've been rebuilt, you're finally ready to carry wealth and not worship it. Chosen one. This is abundance without arrogance. This is prosperity with peace. This is favor that feels like freedom. And yes, it will shock people. The ones who looked down on you, who whispered behind your back, who watched you struggle and assumed that's where you'd stay. They won't be able to understand it. How did they get that house? How are they traveling? Why are they so at peace? They won't get it because they didn't see the grind behind the grace. But you'll know. You'll smile in silence because you're not in it to prove them wrong. You're in it to prove God right. You'll walk in rooms your last name didn't qualify you for. You'll sign checks your past couldn't have imagined. You'll own things your ancestors only dreamed of, not because you chased wealth, but because wealth chased you down. When favor is assigned to your life, you can't miss it. It will locate you. And chosen one, this is your wealth season. Not just coins and currency, but ideas, strategies, opportunities, connections, unexpected doors, silent miracles, and you'll know it's Him because it won't make sense, not by math, not by logic, not by the resume you have or the degrees you don't. It'll just happen effortlessly, and you'll hear Him say, because you trusted me when you had little, I can trust you with much. So yes, you will spend money like water, but not to impress the world, to uplift it. You'll fund ministries, build shelters, pay off debt for others, buy land, protect your family, retire your mother, create legacy. And when people ask how, you'll simply say, I walked by faith, and God kept His promise. Call to action for viewers. If you feel this in your spirit, drop a comment right now that says, I received my overflow. Tell me, what's the first thing you're going to do when you step into your season of abundance? Like this video to confirm your agreement with this blessing. Share it with someone you know has been giving quietly, suffering in silence, and waiting patiently. And subscribe if you want to keep walking this spiritual journey together. This is just the beginning. You've been waiting, not just days or weeks, but for years. And still, you kept showing up, still believing even when there was nothing to show for it, still faithful when no one noticed, still giving even when you didn't have much left. That wasn't a mistake. That wasn't weakness. That was proof of who you are. And now, you're stepping into the flip, the reversal, the release, the reward. You're not just about to get a breakthrough, you're the breakthrough. People will start to notice. They'll say, how are they doing all this? How did they go from barely surviving to thriving like this? And they won't believe it's real, but you'll know. You'll remember the long nights, the prayers whispered through tears, the days you were exhausted but kept choosing faith over fear, the moments you had to encourage yourself because no one else knew what you were carrying. And now, you'll carry it differently, not as a burden, but as a blessing. You won't be tight with money. You'll be generous in a way that confuses people. You won't be afraid to say yes to the restaurant, the trip, the opportunity, the giving, not because you're showing off, but because your heart is finally safe to spend. You won't question if you deserve it, because deep down you'll know God doesn't bless pride. He blesses purpose. And yours? It's finally being funded. You'll spend like water because your source is unlimited. That fear of lack you carried for so long, that ends now. The version of you that hesitated every time you had to swipe your card, gone. The version of you that felt guilty for wanting something more than just enough, gone. The version of you that begged silently, God, just help me make it through one more month. That version was strong. But the new version? This one walks in authority. You're not just going to be rich. You're going to be reliable. You're going to carry wealth and wisdom. You're going to give without breaking. You're going to overflow without fear. Not because you got lucky, but because you finally aligned with who you've always been. You didn't chase money. You chased purpose. And now money chases you. So when it comes, don't shrink. Don't explain. Don't downplay. Stand in it. Own it. Use it. Fund the vision. Support the healing. Invest in your joy. Be the change. Be the light. Be the proof. And if this resonated with your soul, let it be known in the comments. Type, I receive my overflow, or I'm ready for kingdom wealth. Don't keep this to yourself. Someone you know is on the edge of giving up. Send this their way. And if your spirit tugged even once during this, that wasn't random, that was confirmation. So click like, not for me, but as a spiritual agreement. Subscribe if you're ready to stay connected to divine timing, realignment, and faith-based abundance. Because this is just the beginning. You're not here by accident. You're the blueprint. You're the builder. You're the one who will walk in overflow and never apologize for it. Chosen one. Get ready, not just to have more, but to be more. You're about to spend money like water because your well will never run dry again. You've made it this far into the message, and that's no accident. It means your spirit recognized something deeper, a confirmation that what you've been sensing, what you've been waiting for, it's real. You're not crazy for having hope. You're not foolish for still believing. And you're definitely not wrong for knowing you were meant for more. Because this season you're entering, it's personal. God is not just giving you money to flex or fame to feed the ego. He's giving you resources, influence, and overflow to finally live the life He originally designed for you, the life fear tried to steal. And with it comes healing, freedom, expansion, and yes, joy. So don't doubt what's coming. Don't sabotage it. Don't compare it. Just prepare for it, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, even physically. Get ready to steward the blessing with confidence and clarity. You've paid your dues. Now it's time to receive what's due. Because you're not just going to survive anymore, you're going to thrive out loud, with peace, with purpose, and yes, with provision that never runs dry. This is your permission to dream again, to plan again, to live again without guilt. The old you used to flinch at the price tag. The new you own the store. So breathe, receive, and get ready to overflow. If this touched your spirit, comment below. I received the flood of favor, or I'm walking in divine wealth. Make sure to subscribe, because your journey doesn't stop here. This is only the first wave of confirmation. Your next 12 months will not look like your last 12. And that's not a wish. That's a word. You are chosen. And now, you are ready.